Over 3 centuries before Christ, the great Chinese philosopher Mencius said, 今复义之为数，小数也；不专心致之，则不得也。 Which means, though chess playing is a petty skill, if one cannot devote his heart to it, he will not be able to master the skill. Bonjour à tous et bienvenue sur BON. Hi fellow viewers, you're watching BON and welcome to share with us these daily tricks for learning Chinese. My name is Francis and I'm happy to bring you the key to decode this mysterious and melodious Chinese language. Today we are going to discover together a new word. Actually, it's a very commonly used word in Chinese. They use it in various contexts, and you often hear it when you're speaking Chinese or when you listen to people speaking Chinese. It's a very polite way to invite somebody to do something. This word is just one syllable. 请. 请. It's a very commonly used word in Chinese. 请. Let's write it on the board. So, when you hear the way I pronounce it, you guess which tone. 请. 请. Which tone is it? Of course, the third tone. So, this word that belongs to the third tone is often used to invite somebody to do something. It is also used at the beginning of a sentence to politely start a question. To start a question. Just like, for example, in English, you often say, please, excuse me, or may I ask? Something like, would you please do this? In many Western languages, we have this kind of introduction expression to ask a question. In French, you also say, s'il vous plaît, or excusez-moi, veuillez faire ceci, and so on. So for all those expressions, Chinese language often offers a very simple word, one syllable, 请. You often hear in the street Chinese people asking to someone, hey, 请问, and then starts to speak. Something like, excuse me, or please, and they say something. So, 请. When you receive a guest, for example, at home or anywhere, the very first thing after greeting the person is to invite him to sit down. 请坐. 请坐. And then, as the long Chinese tradition requires, usually the next step is to tell him, please have some tea. 请喝茶. 请喝茶. Let's write it on the board. "请坐. 请坐. Please have a seat. 请坐. 请喝茶. Please have some tea. 请喝茶. 请. Well, actually, you have another expression when somebody knocks at your door. We often say in English, come in. Entrez in French. Entrez. Come in. In Chinese, it's more, I would say, there's another, it's kind of more polite. Like, please come in. 请进. 请进. Please come in. 请进. 请坐. 请喝茶. 请进. How to write it? So when somebody knocks at your door, you often say, in English it will be something like, please come in. Please have a seat. Please have some tea. Drink some tea. How would you say this in Chinese? After the person knocks at the door, say, 请进. 请坐. 请喝茶. And this expression, this word, 请, as we said, is not only used to invite politely somebody to do something, but it's also used to ask to introduce a question. You often hear 请问, and then a question follows. 请问你想喝茶吗? 请问你想喝茶吗? Excuse me, would you drink some tea? That's a question. You remember ma, as we said. So 请问 means, may I ask? Excuse me. In this case, when you say 请问, the coming sentence should be a question, actually. So 请问你想喝茶吗? Excuse me, would you drink some tea? 你想喝茶吗? You can also ask, you can give somebody a choice, like 请问你想喝茶还是咖啡? Would you drink tea or coffee? 请问你想喝茶还是咖啡? 你想喝茶吗? So we are shortly going to watch a piece of video. But first, let's take some new words that we're going to meet inside that short video. Okay? In Chinese, when you say 邮局, it means post office. The post office where you can buy stamps, or we saw it last time too. 邮局 means the post office. 邮局, they are both from the second tone. 邮局, you see? 邮局. When you say 走, it means to walk, to go somewhere. To go, 走, 走. But if you're asking for your way in Chinese, you often say, how to go there, how to reach that place. You often say, 怎么走, 怎么走, how to go there. For example, how to reach the post office from here. 去邮局怎么走? 邮局 for post office. 去邮局怎么走? So let's watch this piece of video.
你好。你好。
请问这附近有邮局吗？
有啊。
去邮局怎么走啊？
您从这儿往东，然后到第二个红绿灯向北100米，然后路西那座高楼就是邮局。
路西的高楼是吧？
对。
谢谢谢谢。
别客气。
谢谢。
So as you saw on the video, I'm looking for my way. I was kind of lost, and then I asked somebody in the street, "Hey, 请问附近有邮局吗？请问附近有邮局吗？" It means like, excuse me, do we have a post office in the nearby, in the surroundings? 附近有邮局吗? Do we have a post office around here? And the guy replies, 有. That means there is, and there is one. And then I ask, 去邮局怎么走啊? 去邮局怎么走啊? How to reach the post office from here?
你好。
你好。
请问这附近有邮局吗？
有啊。
去邮局怎么走啊？
How to go there? How to reach there? How to reach that place? 去邮局怎么走啊? How to get to the post office? How to get to the post office? 去邮局怎么走啊? Then he started explaining to me how to reach the place. So let's watch again this short piece of video. Check out every word. Listen carefully, okay? At least try to get the tones. Listen to it.
你好。
你好。
请问这附近有邮局吗？
有啊。
去邮局怎么走啊？
您从这儿往东，然后到第二个红绿灯向北100米，然后路西那座高楼就是邮局。
路西的高楼是吧？
对。
谢谢谢谢。
别客气。
谢谢。
You know, just a week after I first reached China, I went to a restaurant. I couldn't even say ni hao in Chinese. I went to a self-service restaurant. I had a plate, and when I was about to eat, I noticed a beautiful girl coming around, a beautiful Chinese girl. Then, as soon as she sat there, she said something in Chinese. She said, 请慢用. Then I stood up and I said, Francis. She sat down. We couldn't understand each other because she couldn't speak English and I couldn't say a single word in Chinese. But I kept the name. I kept it. I said, well, her name is Qingman Yong. That's good. The next day, when I came to the same place, I saw that girl again. She came also because it was the lunch time. Everybody went there to have lunch. I saw her, and I came to her. As soon as I sat with my plate, she repeated again, Qingman Yong, smiling to me. I thought, well, she doesn't remember me. Okay, it doesn't matter. I repeated my name, Francis. From that time on, I started coming there earlier and earlier. So I sat, and when the girl came, that was the third time, she sat and she repeated again, Qingman Yong. I thought to myself, what is this? She can't forget me just after a couple of hours. Then I looked at her seriously, and I said, Francis. Francis. She sat down. We had lunch. And at the end, I was thinking, well, was she pretending not to remember my name, or is the word Francis that difficult to remember? I said, okay, it doesn't matter. The next day, it was the same again. She came again, and she said again, Qingman Yong. That time I really got pissed off. I looked at her, I said, Francis, Francis! Then in the evening, I was really at the same time disappointed and really pissed off. I went to see some Chinese friends who could speak French and English too. And I complained to them. I said, well, what is this way? I'm a foreigner, I can't speak Chinese, of course, but why does she need to forget my name every time? She's always introducing herself each time we meet. And the guy said, what's her name? In which context do you often meet? I said, we always meet at the restaurant, and she's always telling me her name. The guy asked, what name is it? Then I said, Qingman Yong. The guy started laughing, and at the end they told me, Qingman Yong is not the name. She's wishing you to enjoy your meal. I said, oh. I felt so ridiculous, so ashamed. I said, okay, I'm going to fix it. The next day, we met in the same restaurant. I rushed to her and I shouted loud, Qingman Yong. And she replied, Francis, Francis. So that's how we learn. We also learn through mistakes. It's not a shame to make mistakes. Actually, it's a honor to notice mistakes and change them. From that day on, I knew, and I will know forever what means 请慢用。好了，观众朋友们，我们今天的节目到这要结束了，让我们明天同一个时间不见不散。Well, fellow viewers, let's make it again tomorrow on BON same time. Thanks for watching. Au revoir et à demain. Bye for now. 再见，明天见。尼泊尔、印度尼西亚、孟加拉、亚美尼亚、斯里兰卡、冰岛、丹麦、瑞典、芬兰、波兰、捷克、德国、法国、奥地利、俄罗斯、乌克兰、爱尔兰、匈牙利、南斯拉夫、莫尔多瓦、比利时、爱沙尼亚、拉脱维亚、玻利维亚、阿尔巴尼亚。嚯，还有贝宁、埃及、多科、加蓬、刚果、马里、汤加、摩洛哥、冈比亚、赞比亚、基多基尼亚、澳大利亚。Today we are going to discover together a new word. Actually, it's a very commonly used word in Chinese. They use it in various contexts, and you often hear it when you're speaking Chinese or when you listen to people speaking Chinese. It's a very polite way to invite somebody to do something. This word is just one syllable. 请. 请. It's a very commonly used word in Chinese. 请. Let's write it on the board. So, when you hear the way I pronounce it, you guess which tone. 请. Over 3 centuries before Christ, the great Chinese philosopher Mencius said, 金复一之为数，小数也。不专心致志，则不得也。Which means, though chess playing is a petty skill, if one cannot devote his heart to it, he will not be able to master the skill. Bonjour à tous et bienvenue sur BON. Hi fellow viewers, you're watching BON and welcome to share with us these daily tricks for learning Chinese. My name is Francis and I'm happy to bring you the key to decode this mysterious and melodious Chinese language.